Alright, so in Louisiana we start everything with a roux, but I have never once made spaghetti with a roux. And I saw another lady on TikTok who said this is her granny spaghetti. I'm going to pull her name and put it in the comments. But anyway, we're going to try this and see what happens. If you don't know how to make a roux, this recipe, usually it's equal parts of flour and oil. So this is 2 cups of each in here. And you have to like keep stirring and not let it burn. You have to stir this for a long time. This is going to turn out to be like a milk chocolate color. And that's going to take at least a half an hour. So I'll just be here stirring, and I will update you in a minute on what it looks like in a little while. The main thing with a roux is that you have to keep it moving, or it will start to burn. And if you burn it, you're going to have to start over. So just keep it moving on every inch of the pot. You scrape it and just keep going around in circles. And you can see how it's like pulling. That'll start to thicken up as you go. It's been about 10 minutes now, and you can see it's starting to get a little darker color. Now it's been about 5 more minutes, so you can tell it's starting to get even darker. And one thing you want to make sure you do not do, which is what I just did, was stir too fast, because it will pop up and hot oil will get your ass. So yeah, don't do that. This recipe is going to take more than one video, so it's going to have a part 2 for sure. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. See what color it turns. At this point, we turn the air down because I've been standing there at the stove for too long and I am sweating. And you pour yourself a glass of wine and you have somebody else stir for a minute because your arm will be numb at this point. And also, you need to have already chopped up all these vegetables. That's 4 onions, 2 bell peppers, 2 sticks of celery. And I'm also going to use 2 big heaping tablespoons of garlic. So I made him stir it for a minute, but it's starting to look like caramel colored. Okay, so now that it's about this color, that's good enough for me. And we're going to dump all of these vegetables in, which is going to cool it down a little. It's sizzling. It's going to get really, really thick. You just keep on stirring it, and I'm going to go grab the garlic. This called for like 2 big serving spoons full of garlic, and I don't exactly have that much, but almost that much, so the whole jar is going in there. This video is definitely going to need a part 2, so he's just pouring in the last bit of garlic that I had. Anyway, see how thick this is, and this is like a ton of vegetables, so you got to cook them until they're tender. At this point, I could stop and make gumbo with this, or like pretty much anything, but we're going to keep going and try this spaghetti that this woman says is good. And